And I think one of the bigger principles that this kind of movement, that this kind of conference promotes is the idea of kind of self-determination and also doing the right thing without having a centralized command or a government telling you what to do. And then you take the responsibility for yourself to be the best person and also help all the other people around you. That to me is the main philosophy of anarchy, and you really have to live by it. And you guys are trying to do that with also the support and local work you guys are doing with the orphanage as well. So tell us a little bit about that.
Alrighty, well, you're not going to believe this, but a crazy bunch of bikers 3 years ago approached us and told us, hey, maybe we ought to do something really cool with the local orphanage. So they hooked us up, took us over there. I was very hungover, and I got to drive a Harley over to the orphanage, and we made, we made 75 meals for all the children, and then we brought just bags and bags of food to help take care of them for the next couple of weeks or however long it would last. And then we came back again the next year, and we did it again. And then now they're doing it again this year. And these guys are from Divi Project. They stepped up, they brought computers, they put their time and effort into this. They went in there and they were teaching the kids how to code. It's just a great thing, and we're looking forward to hoping to try to maybe drum up some donations here before the conference is over and make another run, go over there, get them some of the stuff that they need. I know they don't need any of this beer, but I'm going to drink it anyway.
And don't you guys know that learning to code is racist and bigoted, and you can't say that to people anymore? What's wrong with you guys? Okay, well, hold on. Where can people find out more about you guys and what you guys do and the comment about the work that you guys are doing?
Yes, we posted a little bit about the orphanage thing on our Twitter at Divi Project, and you can obviously find us on our website at diviproject.org.
Well, truthfully, I didn't know any of that was even going to happen. About a year ago, we said we have to, I heard about this orphanage, and I said we have to get involved in it. And I saw Danny with like so many people, even in Moral Technique last night. It's like, I think I'm going to go down. Like a lot of people are really, when we find out about these places, do we just, do our part? And I really said I wanted to start an Anarchapulco Foundation, but I wanted to keep it a bit quiet, I don't brag about those sort of things at all. It's my honor, of course, to even be doing anything like that. And so I had no idea. So that was pretty amazing to have it was like 80 kids just run up and hug me there at the hotel lobby. I didn't even know what we had actually done because I've got a great staff this year doing a lot of great things. But very, very heartwarming day today.
We're open to all possibilities and ideas, but I think Jeff and Danny, you guys could explain the principles of anarchy, and I think, again, as we've been talking here, it's about self-reliance, self-responsibility, not going to a centralized command, a bureaucratic force, someone over you, and being empowered in yourself, having a backbone in yourself, and believing that you can determine your own destiny while not hurting anyone else. I think that's the major philosophy. What's your guys' take on anarchy and the kind of shock reaction? Because I titled this video, one of the largest anarchist meetings right now happening live. And people are like, where's Antifa? Where's Black Bloc? Well, it's this philosophy that these guys will explain themselves.
I'll keep it real simple. I know you want to say something. The word just is a Greek word. It means and without archy rulers. It means that people shouldn't be forced to be slaves. If you have a ruler, then what are you? You're a slave. And so we're against slavery. And and we've seen from this conference, we've got black, white, yellow, brown, rich, poor. You could be anything, but as long as you just don't believe that people should be enslaved, you're an anarchist.
I just don't believe in any authority other than my own, God's law, natural law. I never did, and I just completely like the reason I don't go and kill people or rob is because it's not in my nature to do so. I don't give a shit what the government says. I've never paid taxes. I've never paid income taxes.
Thank you for your service.
Ever. I know, seriously. Like I used to not talk about it, but it's like it's so immoral to support government at this point. Like when I was blessed when I was at age 16, I actually worked for the government, just some summer job or something. And at the end of the summer, I got a bill for like. No, sorry. It was a statement that said, "Oh, we actually overtaxed you because it was only a short job, so we actually owe you $1,000." So if I filled out the form, the government would have sent me $1,000. And there was this little voice in my head, thank God, as my spirit guides or who, I don't know. it was just like, if you fill out this form, they're always going to be asking you for money. So just let them keep the $1,000. So I never filled out the form. They never asked me again. I left my country when I was 2000, and I've just never fucking, I've just been moving around doing my thing. And now there's crypto. So yeah, but really, when you become aware of like where that money's going, the corruption, the wars, and the fact that it's all backed up by violence, because money, or we're gonna shoot you or put you in jail or fuck with you, it's a shit show. And when the day of a country forms, when all the money goes to helping people, like really curing diseases, helping people, helping the poor, like really, when the country forms, when all the money goes to the benefit of the people, I'm gonna go to that country, I'm gonna register as a citizen, and I'm happy to pay tax. But I'm still waiting for the country to come along. I haven't seen one yet.
Okay, well, I tell you, we were just talking with Colin Pape here at Pre-Search, and this is what the whole deal is. Give me 120 seconds. Give you 2 minutes? Time it. If I can get it done in 2 minutes. I knew that there was going to be deplatforming, delisting, and you're not allowed to say anything against a man because the man has it and you're not allowed. If you thought that you're going to use the DARPA, the man's internet, and you're going to say what you wanted against a man, that was not going to happen, and we were preparing for it. For the last couple of years, we've been setting up IPFS servers to where we can take our entire content and that of other people like Luke Rudowski. James Corbett is way down the road on it. Richard Grove from Tragedy and Hope. Dan Dix. Josh Segerson, I mean, all the guys. We have been setting up IPFS servers for guys like Luke to put all their data up, and they sync up with each other. All our servers have all of our content, so nobody can take it down. Now we have to where it's search. So calling it Pre-Search, already got some of those guys in Poland working on it, and working with Derek Slopey from Agorist Hosting, and this is it. You can have all these hashed, they can never take down these files, but how do you search it? So we need to make sure that, like Yahoo used to be, they just put up cool stuff back in the mid-90s. Oh, you got cool stuff? Send us a form with your cool stuff, and we'll list your cool stuff. So that's what we're doing, is the format of listing everything is also an IPFS search on Pre-Search, and whoever else wants to do it. Now all the content is forever. You can always find it, and screw the man. The crown is dead. Done. Next.
Can you give us 2 minutes of crypto?
So,
Just give us 2 minutes. What's going on?
Important to the world.
okay, so pretty quick. What we've been talking about is securing the individual versus securing the market, and what that means to everyone. So again, securing the individual versus securing the market. So, do you, as a libertarian, would you rather have a coin that secures the individual, you know, your fungibility, your anonymity, your privacy, or would you rather have a coin that secures a market? In other words, would you welcome a coin that invites everyone to compete in its crypto development and in its crypto governance? Now, when I mean everyone, I mean even statists, right? So right now, the two manifestations of those coins, the one that secures the interests of the individual with complete anonymity and fungibility, that's Monero. So, yeah, we really champion Monero at the Dollar Vigilante. It's because everything starts with the individual. Now, the other coin that we brought in a guy by the name of Mr. X, and Mr. X, his OPSEC is awesome, and we need someone like that. So he really champions Monero. And he and I butt heads a little bit between, well, actually quite a bit between BTC, BSV, and Bitcoin Cash. And so we have three sibling chains racing for the market at this moment. We have Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, and Bitcoin BTC. And they're all penetrating the market in different ways. Now, at this moment, out of all of them, the chain that it has been, where its proof of work has not been interrupted. In other words, where there has not been any communal planning that is in opposition to the choice of mining, to the autonomy of miners, is BSV. Now that's a very statist coin too, as we all very well know. But again, the game plan is this. We're going to have two coins. We're going to have a coin that is an anarchist project that is completely private and anonymous, and one that is completely open to the powers of the free market that allows everyone to compete.
Max Egan here, who's a researcher and philosopher and all around just an amazing critical thinker. You've been very critical of also Bitcoin because honestly, yeah, it could be a honey trap. Is that how they call it, a honey trap? A honey trap, it could be a setup, it could be a wider system, and it's important to be skeptical of everything. But for me, it's just a new technology, and with any other technology, it can be used for good and it can be used for bad.
Well, what's wrong? I mean, there's with Bitcoin in its sort of, the way it's presented, it's a good thing to free us from the fiat system. It's great. But they're not factoring in the reality that the world's run by criminals who are totally onto what everybody's doing and the umbrella that they're creating over the whole digital realm. Because when everything becomes digital, then your purchasing power can be limited by what you say, what you do, and then you don't even know it's happening. What they're doing with this digital realm is essentially putting a barrier between you and nature and everything, where you need digital access to it, So, and that digital access that you're granted will be determined on what you say and what you do, Luke Radowski putting out videos like this, I mean, suddenly once it all goes digital and you use cash anymore and it's down to social crediting, you'll just go to buy a plane ticket one day and get told you're not qualified. And then you say, well, who do I call? There's nobody to call. You're just simply not qualified because of what you say and do. So that's what they're doing with it. And in that sort of a situation, it doesn't matter how much Bitcoin you got. See, in a real world where we've got normal governance and things are transparent and the world is run open and the government is actually working to improve society and improve the human condition, Bitcoin would be great. Even the governments would be saying, yeah, this is a great idea. We free ourselves from the central bankers, but when it's all one mechanism and it's all one organism, they're allowing the cryptocurrency people to build this infrastructure that they're co-opting with the social crediting system. And they've already brought this in China. There's 7.2 million people on the social credit system. They're bringing it in for Apple devices now, saying it would never happen in the West, only in China. But now your Apple device has a trust score. The device itself has a trust score. Of course, it's not you who's using the device. It's just the device. No reason for you to worry,